try my best to get the kidney straight instead of angled. You see, I still come corona and still angled, so I'm most likely going to have to come towards the back. All right, okay, you're going to have to move all the way. Move all the way, and then I'll show you the image.
Come to breathing.
Wait, I'll tell you now. All right, breathe in. All right, do you see the kidney completely straight there? All right, breathe out. All right, so this is by far the best way of getting it. Obviously, I know you're going to say, all right, but it looks nicer. Doesn't really matter if it looks nicer. This is more accurate to get it like this because physics tells you. All right, so I have to try my best to get the kidney. You can use right kidney side, right kidney coronal, I don't care. All right, as straight as possible. Okay, not in some people you can't get it that straight, but in like 90% of the people you should be able to get it this straight. All right, at a 90-degree angle, and then I come measure. All right, if you have this, you use it. If you don't, then you can just measure normally. I'm gonna go length from superior. What I'm seeing is this. Is everybody noticing that it comes over here? You seeing the same thing? So I'm going from superior pole to inferior pole. I should fix this a little bit. Notice the difference. Notice how more accurate. If you noticed when I did it oblique, the measurement was coming like 9 centimeters. That's what it was coming out. Now it's coming out close to 11 centimeters. It's coming out more accurate. The average kidney usually is 11 to 12 centimeters, even though anywhere from 9 to 12 is completely normal. But the average kidney is, 11, 12 centimeters. Okay, so notice how I went 90 degrees. Yeah, it kind of looks a little darker here. And in the other one, it looked a lot brighter. But notice the measurement here. And I'll show you the other measurement on the other side. So I come here, I done my long axis measurement. And I do my AP measurement, which is height. All right, so I go from there to there. Okay. All right, so one with measurement, one without measurement on the same image. Don't give me two different images. Notice how my focus is at the level of the kidney. Okay. Now I'm going to show you. We're going to go back and we're going to get this beautiful kidney that we got over here. Trying to get it as long as possible. And let's do this. Isn't the kidney a lot smaller there? Yep. So it looks nicer, but it's more accurate when you do it the other way. Because once again, you're seeing more of it because of the angle that you're using to hit it. Okay? So I'm basically going to do my first 3 images there. The image with the regular long axis with measurements, and then with, I like for you guys to do both. Color Doppler and power Doppler. For real, in a protocol, you're not going to use both of them. You're only going to use one. But I like for you to use both for you just to learn how to use these 2 buttons. So I make all of my, I make all of my students use both of these techniques. But for real, it's usually one. Breathe in. Notice how I have to angle. You guys noticing that I have to angle to open this up? And damn, this one looks better than the one I took earlier. Let's see if this works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's working right now. Oh, shit. You're gonna cover the whole kidney and look at the amount of, look at that. This is what I call like the fingers or the trees. Okay, so this is what I call like the little fingers going into the kidney. This picture is taken for perfusion. If I were to ask you, what is the whole point of this picture? For perfusion, perfusion is the blood that's entering into the kidney. Can we say there's a lot of blood entering to the kidney or a little bit of blood entering to the kidney? It's a lot of blood entering to the kidney. When you do this, this is the most common one that we use because this one, it doesn't have different colors. It's the little one. All of the machines have it. It doesn't have different colors, but this one is more sensitive than the color Doppler. So the reason why I like to use this one, and this is the more popular one, is because I'm trying to put color in really small vessels. So if I'm trying to get color in really small vessels, do I want my machine to be more sensitive or less sensitive? More sensitive because it's really small vessels. So that's why this is the more popular one. But anyways, I want you to do both of them. All right, go back. Obviously, you should not be taking off the probe 100 times because now what? I'm gonna have to find the kidney again. Versus if you don't do that, I breathe in again. If you find the kidney in its long axis, all right, freeze it, measure it, power Doppler, did my power Doppler, freeze it, save it, then turn on my color Doppler. All on the same thing. You see how fast I did that? Okay. You see how fast I did that? So I have to do that because I'm talking to you guys. But that's just going to make it forever. All right. Literally, I did those 4 images in what, like 2 seconds? 10 seconds, let's say. All right. So don't take it off. And especially when you find the position back here and you take it off, another 5 minutes to find the same exact position that you found. Now, in the right kidney, I like to use both prone, coronal, and supine. On the left side, you're going to notice that it's all going to be coronal. It's all going to be right here. But if you have more space to find it, use everything. Use everything. So my next views, I'm going to use that position. In some people, you're going to get that straight kidney right here. In some people, you're going to get that straight kidney in the back. All right, now go supine. All right, now the next images that I'm going to take, when doing the right side, I like to do them supine. Because I don't have to do measurements on these pictures. I don't have to do color Doppler, so I can care less about the 90-degree angle anymore. All right, so I'm going to come supine view, subcostal, just like when you would take the picture of the liver and the kidney. All right, breathe in. All right, so I'm going to open up the kidney as much as possible. And these are called the lateral images. Lateral image means I'm going to angle twice to the right. There's no specific how much. You get the kidney, angle once, angle twice. How do I know that you're moving? Because I'm going to see the kidney smaller and smaller. Okay, watch. You always have to find the biggest portion of the kidney first and then angle. Don't just come over here and then start angling. No. Find the kidney, breathe in. Find the kidney, try to open it up like that, and then angle outside. That's lateral. I angle outside once, freeze, save. I angle again, freeze, save. If I keep angling, there's no more kidney. All right, so notice how those images, how I can tell if you did it correctly, because I'll notice, look at the size of this kidney, look at the size of this kidney, right? You saw I'm getting smaller. Now we're going to do the same thing, but medial. We're going to angle inside. Once again, it's not go and medial. No, it's go, open up the kidney, and then angle medial. All right, it's medial, not mid, medial, M-E-D, not M-I-D. Okay, so I'm going to go same position. I'm going to open up that kidney. I'm just going to angle. And remember, your angulations are small. All right, I'm going to open up that kidney, angle a little bit inside, freeze, save. And a little bit more inside, freeze, save. I'm only seeing a little piece. So it was like, I saw the kidney this big and then went like that. Bam, bam. And notice, I didn't do this medial, medial. No, I did medial, medial. Lateral, lateral. Very small angulations. You only have a kidney this big, so it's not too much you can angle.
So son dos laterales
And 2 medials.
Do you have to do a diaphragm or doesn't matter?
Huh?
Do you have to leave a diaphragm there or doesn't matter?
No, yeah, diaphragm. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
No. I mean, you're gonna always show the diaphragm because if you cut off the diaphragm, you're gonna cut off the kidney. But I'm not looking at that. Okay. All right. Now what I'm gonna do? Look at what I'm doing. I'm gonna open up the kidney. Once I open up the kidney, I'm gonna get the probe and I'm gonna move up. Now, when I move up, I have to make sure that the kidney did not get smaller while I was moving up. The reason why I'm going to move up is because I'm going to center and I'm going to show the superior and inferior poles. So I'm going to move upwards to show the superior pole of the kidney, and then I'm going to angle downwards to show the inferior pole of the kidney. But you have to have the kidney open. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to show you the right way, and I'm going to show you what you guys are most likely going to do. All right, breathe in. I opened up the kidney as much as possible, and I angle upwards to show superior pole in the middle of the image. All right. Once again, breathe in. I open up the kidney and angle. You see how when I'm angling down, it got smaller? But it's okay. I open it up again. You see, now it's opened up. And I angle down, and I see the inferior pole. What are you guys gonna do? You're gonna do this. You're gonna get a long axis. Once you start moving up, you start doing that, and then the kidney, and you're like, oh, that's the superior pole. No, it is only the superior pole if I see the long axis of the kidney. And then you're gonna do the same thing. Breathe in. You're gonna get it, and you're gonna start angling down, and you're gonna start and you're gonna be like, oh, right there. No. How can I tell? Because I'm gonna be able to see the darkness of the kidney and the brightness of the kidney. Okay? We're done with sag. We go to transverse. Superior. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the middle of the kidney. How do I know that I have the middle of the kidney? You see a vessel going in right there? Remember we had the hilum of the liver? Well, this is the hilum of the kidney where the vessels are going in and out of the kidney. That is considered mid. Wherever the vessels go in and out of the kidney, that is in the middle, not medial, mid. So I always have to find this one to know how to go angle up and down. So, once I breathe in, once I find the middle of the kidney, I go up and I come superior. I'm starting all the way up, superior. Then I come down a little bit more. Another superior. Then I go down and I find my mid image. Find my mid image, take the image, measure, and that's the last measurement. Oh, shit. Measurement is always 90 degrees to the hilum. The hilum is coming in this way. I have to measure this way. All right, so I come from here to here. Less than 6 is considered normal. All right, once again, notice how I'm taking off the probe. Notice how every time I have to repeat and find the kidney again. All right, which is no good. I find the hilum. I did my, I froze it, did without measurements, did with measurements, and now I'm going to do color Doppler and power Doppler of it. Now in this one, all right, so we know that the color Doppler on this is not the best. Let's see if I can find it. I think it should be very easy to find this. All right, it can come out 100 times better than this, but whatever. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to put color Doppler. Now, the color Doppler in sagittal was to show the vessels inside of the kidney. They're referred to as the intrarenal vessels. In transverse, I'm trying to show the renal artery and renal vein, the vessels that are outside of the kidney. If you notice these two vessels, because if the kidney does this, if I trace the kidney for you, this is the kidney for you. That's the kidney. So you see these vessels are outside of the kidney. Because the kidney indents itself because there's a hole here. That's the hilum. So now you're going to see on some people, you're going to get a really nice outside. All right. But, it looks like, we're limited with the color Doppler with this probe. So that's good enough. All right. The little red one in the bottom, the artery, the big one on the top, the vein. All right. You just need to show me. You don't have to go so picky in the red and the blue. Just show me a good color coming from the outside entering into the kidney. All right. We take that image. And like I told you, I want you to use both techniques just to use them. No, it is not part of the protocol to do both of them. You really only use one of them, but I want you to use both of them to learn how to use both techniques. Right, you saw it on one of those. Let's see. So you see it coming down a little bit there, but whatever. Let's see, it looks like that's the best one. You see, I'm not really looking for this skinny one here. I'm looking for an outside one. This color is going horrible. All right, so you see, it should be that should be connecting to this one, but whatever, it's outside. All right, look right there, the kidney ends. You have outside. All right, and then from there, I find the mid again and go inferior, inferior. All right, and once again, try not to take your probe off. So I got the mid image. I see the hilum there. I go down once, freeze, save it, go down again. Look how it's getting smaller, freeze, save it. All right, and your protocol is done. All right, let's review this.